All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another World Witch RP Live Play TTRPG session. What is World Witch RP? Well, that's me, Faye, game master and storyteller, and Lachlan, our writer and producer. We're a couple who love sharing stories, so much so that we quit our day jobs and created our own company to create high quality, exciting TTRPG experiences and then share them with you. And tonight, we're playing D&D. The session features D&D's Curse of Strahd, a journey into the heart of Barovia, where ancient curses, deadly intrigue, and the dark allure of Count Strahd von Vlarovich await. Heroes must brave the mists and confront the vampire lord himself, or forever be bound to his nightmarish domain. With us at the table, we have several of the incredible players who have joined us on our grand endeavor. If you'd like to play alongside them, you're more than welcome to join us. You can ask in chat or hop over to our Discord to find out more information. But speaking of our awesome players, it's time for introductions. Like I said, I'm Faye, game master and storyteller. With me is Sirenscape, bringing all of our background music and sound effects. It's a fantastic, affordable sound collection that you can find at sirenscape.com. And now, we get to meet our courageous, staring heroes for the first time. And we'll begin with an introduction for Mowgray.
Yes, hey everybody, it's me, Thresh. I'm going to be playing Father Mograine Kilgore, uh, follower of the True Sun.
Alright, heck yeah. Next up for our introductions, let's learn of Valen.
Hello, everyone. I'm Connor. I will be playing Valen. He is a drow elf sorcerer who has escaped from the Underdark and is on a journey to help free his land from cursed rule, and does so with his Shadowhound companion, Nyx.
And then, last but not least, Jinx, an introduction.
Hi, I'm Caitlin. I'm playing Jinx. Jinx is a mischievous and curious black-haired tabaxi rogue who hails from the city of Waterdeep.
And then, with no further ado, let us dive into our stories. We begin with Mowgray. You are adventuring. You're on the road, searching. Let's learn a little bit more about you and your current endeavor.
Absolutely. So, Mograine he more regularly goes by Father Kilgore. Um, Massive stature, 8-foot frame, built out. Um, White alabaster skin with ferrous cracks through it. Jet black hair, white streaks. Very Doctor Strange-esque. Um, Very much trying to find his footing on a new path that has been set before him. Trying to understand the words that have been given to him from his faith.
Currently, as you travel, you are between spaces, leaving one city on path to the next settlement. You will find time and places upon the road to rest, to recover, and it is one of those nights where you settle. And it's strange. The woods around you, they are quiet. It is reminiscent of perhaps some tales of dangers you've learned as part of your adventuring career. But as you look, scanning the horizon in the darkness, there's no gleam of predator eyes staring back at you. You do notice, however, a chill coming in, and with it a low rolling mist. Perhaps some oncoming storm in the night. You make any preparations?
For the sake of things, Father Kilgore is going to rub his hands together for some warmth, and have a torch ready in hand in case he needs to improve vision for himself. He will not light it just yet.
No. As you rub your hands together, there is a brief, fleeting warmth. The friction, the blood. The mist continues to come closer, but for now it just lays low amongst the ground, surrounding you and the space that you might claim for rest. As you keep an eye for a few more moments, no further trouble comes, though it is still quiet in the woods. Perhaps then you will at least find rest easy. And Mograine, you begin your own rest. Valen,
Mm-hmm.
you are on your own journey. You are searching. Let's learn a little bit about you and the endeavors you pursue.
All right. Well, Valen is from the Underdark, and he is currently searching for a way to free his homeland from the curse that is bestowed upon it. Basically, any person chosen to take the throne, his homeland suffers deep madness and eventually succumbs to death, and this cycle is repeated over and over again. And ever since he has escaped, he has been trying to find a way to break this curse and head back to his homeland where he can rule, all the while being persistently hunted to make sure he is forced on the throne before he can complete his endeavors.
You move through settlements quickly. Oh, you wish perhaps you could stay longer, learn more. The threat of being caught is always overhead. You find yourself in between settlements currently. Unfortunately, this leg of travel has not been kind to you. You've not been able to find any sort of establishment on the road. No inns, even small house allowing rooms for rent. You have to make your own camp. You're able to find a space off the road. You've been doing this long enough that you know take cover in whatever foliage is afforded, just in case your pursuers or any figures move by. As you settle in for the evening, you feel a shiver down your spine. Perhaps it is your paranoia causing the chill. Maybe that's why you feel like something is watching you. Do you do anything as you have these experiences?
Mm. I think just to ease my uh, tension, thankfully I have Nyx, my companion, with me. Uh, I'll just have him stay by my side and just have him alert me if he sees anything.
As your hound companion will be able to keep watch, you find rest. And as you begin the trance process, you're able to see where a slow moving fog begins to roll in. Though Nyx does not react, so perhaps it is not much to worry about. The strange phenomena of surface weather that you have come to learn. Jinx. As you travel, you do so for your own reasons. You search to explore and understand and to sate a curiosity that has burned brightly in you. You find yourself traveling tonight. And why don't we learn a little bit about you and what you pursue?
Jinx is a 5 foot tall Blackbird tabaxi. If you look closely, you can see that he has the rosettes of a leopard, so he kind of looks like a Black Panther. He has medium length fur, except where a human would have hair. His fur is longer and it's always disheveled. He has multiple hoop earrings in each of his ears and has a sly grin that makes him look like he's being perpetually amused by some inside joke. And he has eyes that are a very pale green. He dresses all in black. Um, the only spot of color on him is a teal colored scarf. Um, if you look really closely, he does wear different undertones in the black pieces that he wears. So typically cool colors like blue, green, purple, teal. Any of the pieces on their own with the black, but because they're together, you can kind of pick up on the nuances. And he's traveling right now. He just set out. Uh, he works for the tirelessly turning wheel in Waterdeep, which is a curio shop, and he procures through various means uh, curios for this shop. So he was recently set off on the search for more antiquities and or cool or magic items to take back to his proprietor.
Unfortunately, this day, Jinx, has not been your lucky one. You have not found any sort of items to stash away, but there's still more road ahead of you, more areas to look and travel. But you must rest for the evening. You find a suitable place to set up camp. And you begin to rest. In doing so, something seems off in the areas around you. You notice that trees are still. No wind moves through them, though you can hear a soft groan around you. Reminds you of wood creaking. Perhaps maybe it is further and distant. The chill comes forward. It seems that perhaps the seasons are turning sooner than you expected. Besides that, nothing seems immediately out of the ordinary, though the fog begins to roll in. It doesn't seem harmful. It stays low to the ground. How do you respond to this, Jinx, if anything at all?
I try and find a spot to sleep where I can have my back up against something like a big tree trunk or a rock outcropping or something, and then I kind of sleep so I'm huddled around my belongings and just try and stay alert until I nod off.
Sleep comes. You sleep in a position familiar to you. You've adopted it many times on the road during your search. And each of you, when you awake, you're still alone in your own camps. But around you is unfamiliar. The fog has grown heavier in the night. The mist's now hard to see through. But what you do see are the trees. They don't seem to be the same trees that surrounded you before. They're positioned in different areas and almost seem like ghosts, the way that they haunt the mists. But each of you would notice a road not far from your camp, and as you follow the road, each of you notice figures in the mists, outlines of other travelers. There are two to each of you that you can spot, not far away at all. Do any of you go to investigate?
As I begin to walk, apologies, I misspoke. I don't have any torches, but I do have a lamp. I will go ahead and light that lamp.
Valen, Jinx, you notice one of the one of the two figures you see now carries a light shining through the fog, and Mograine, the area seems a little bit easier to parse in the lamp's light.
Can I tell if the figures are walking in the same direction as me or towards me?
I would say that Mograine is getting, or the figure with the light is getting closer to you. Um,
I'll have a
Move.
little, like, ball of flame in my hand, ready to go. And I'll call out, "Who goes there?"
Jinx, Mograine, you hear a voice.
None that mean harm.
I can't exactly see you. It would help if I could see your face.
I'll walk toward the voice.
Alright, as this figure carrying the lamp gets closer, the mists begin to break, and you can see now the figure of Father Kildor. Jinx, of
And
course. Oh,
sorry, I was gonna say you notice the flame go out in his hand when he sees Mograine.
Jinx, you would notice the voices and the two figures culminating near each other.
Jinx's curiosity gets the better of him, and he slowly approaches until he can make out more details from the area that the lamp is lighting up.
Yeah, so you would all sort of now be able to see each other just within the lantern's range. The mists are thick behind you to the point that you can hardly even see through them, but ahead of you, down this road, they do seem to thin out.
I take it you both travel alone as well, fellow strangers.
Just so.
Yes.
Well, perhaps we can make this trip easier for all involved by sticking together even for a short while.
Do do either of you know where we are? I This place is not familiar to me. This isn't where I made my camp last night.
I suffered the same thing.
Unfortunately, I do not either.
Perhaps there'll be safety in numbers then.
I agree. I don't know where we are, so despite not knowing either of you, it'd be better if we group up.
Then you are able to press forward. As you set off, again, the mists begin to thin out the further you walk down this road. Around you, you start to see more of the land's scenery. Black pools of water. They stand like dark mirrors around the muddy roadway, sometimes even in it. There are giant trees looming on either side of the road, and their branches claw at the remaining vestiges of the mist and fog. For a while, you do not see anything. It is just the wood and the muddy road, the black water. But after almost a full day, you can only assume, as you've not seen the sun since the day before, when you all laid to rest in your own. Here the light is muted, the cloud cover above having not parted at all. But you arrive to what looks to be these gates. The fog spills out of the forest, swallowing up the road behind you. And ahead of you, jutting from the impenetrable woods, are these high stone buttresses. They loom gray in the fog. Huge iron gates hang on the stonework, and dew clings with cold tenacity to the rusted bars. Two headless statues of armed guards flank the gate, and their heads now lie amongst the weeds at their feet. And you are greeted with silence in their presence. As you begin to get closer, you hear the creak of the gates opening, They seem to welcome you.
Potential shelter means potential respite, friends. Perhaps we should take this.
I would agree, but we would also do right to be cautious. We don't know what's out there.
Nods in agreement to both of those sentiments.
So far, you've not seen you've not seen anything except for woods, and now these gates. Behind you, the mist is thick. Forward. Enter through the gates. See what might be there on the other side as potential aid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You walk forward. You travel through the gates. And as you three cross the threshold, the gates shut behind you. From here, the path continues. There are towering trees that you walk beyond these gates. The tops are lost in more of that heavy gray mist. Everything but a death gray light blocked out. The tree trunks are naturally close to one another. And around you, there is this silence reminiscent of a forgotten grave that emanates from them. But there's also a tension, an unvoiced scream waiting in their branches. As you continue your walk, searching, looking, it is going to be... I need to check my DM privileges here real quick. It is going to be you, Father Kilgore, that noticed something. You smell the stench of death on the air.
Something is here.
What is it?
I'm uncertain, but the air is acrid, putrid.
I would say being made aware that there is something to find here. If anyone wants to roll either perception or survival to see if you can figure out what is the source, you're welcome to. You're all able to follow the smell. It is foul, and it leads you to the underbrush, just about 15 feet from the road. Not terribly far. You see a corpse. Human. Half buried into the ground. A young man. His clothes are muddy and torn. They are raked with claw marks. You can tell that crows have been at the body, and it is surrounded by paw prints. To all of you, it has been very obvious that this man has been dead for days. But you would notice that he has a crumpled envelope in one of his hands.
Bend
Jinx
down and
would reach
try.
for the envelope.
I heard two people talking at once. What was it, Jinx?
I was gonna say Jinx would reach for the envelope.
Okay. And then Valen, what were you saying?
I was going to reach for the envelope too.
So both of you go for the envelope. I will say Jinx gets to it first, just because I heard Caitlin first. But so yeah, Jinx, as you pick up this envelope, you see that it has a large B set into its wax seal. The parchment is worn and flimsy.
Uh, can I open it?
Yeah, for sure. Um, Let me just grab the letters. That way you can see it. And I will read to you what it says.
Oh yeah, that's all in cursive. I can't read none of that.
I'm just giving you the handout. That's what the module says.
Can't make heads or tails of this.
Letter reads, Hail thee of might and valor. I, the burgomaster of Barovia, send you honor with despair. My adopted daughter, the fair Irina Kolyana, has been these past nights bitten by a vampire. For over 400 years, this creature has drained the lifeblood of my people. Now my dear Irina languishes and dies from an unholy wound caused by this vile beast. He has become too powerful to conquer. So I say to you, give us up for dead and encircle this land with the symbols of good. Let holy men call upon their power that the devil may be contained within the walls of weeping Barovia. Leave our sorrows to our graves and save the world from this evil fate of ours. There's much wealth entrapped in this community. Return for your reward after we are all departed for a better life. Kolyan Indirovich, Burgomaster.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Seems quite grim.
At least the letter tells us where we are.
That is true.
Would I have heard of Barovia before? Would this answer any questions for me, or would it just create new ones?
You have not heard of Barovia before. This is an answer, but an answer that brings with it more questions.
Are any of you familiar with these lands?
I've never heard of such a place.
Or
As,
I.
as you discuss, you hear a wolf howl. Perhaps it is not good to linger near a body where they might return to.
I take it we were on a main road that led us to here. We're kind of on an off path.
Yeah, you're 15 feet off of the main road that you've been traveling, so you can get back
Got
to
it.
it easily.
All right, cool. Very well. Shall we continue along our treaded path, my friends?
I would say so. And maybe we can track down this Kolion. Maybe he'll have some answers.
As you continue your travels, you see a river off to the side. Not anywhere terribly close to you, but it is the first break in the forest you have seen. The river flows as clear as a blue winter sky. And it seems to be quite wide. From your current area, you've guessed maybe 50 feet at its widest points. You notice, of course, further down, there are bridges spanning over the river. And you see a village down on the main road. Perhaps this Barovia mentioned in the letter.
You'll feel uneasy, but at least there's some sort of civilization now.
Sure, we should go and see if we can help and they can help us.
You travel then, once more along the road. And entering into the village, the path becoming less dirt, gravel begins to appear. You see the houses are tall here and dark like tombstones. Amongst these solemn dwellings are a handful of shops, all closed up. Even the tavern is shut through. But there is a soft whimpering that you would all hear, drawing your eyes toward a pair of children that stand in the middle of an otherwise lifeless street.
Do we see the children or just hear them?
No, so you heard them first, but you would see them, and you would notice that the boy, clutching a stuffed doll is weeping, and that the girl is trying to hush him.
Uh, Kilgore will raise a hand and hail. Are you all right, young ones?
After shushing the boy, the girl will turn to you. There's a monster in our house. She points to a tall brick row house. It very much has seen better days. Its windows are dark. There is a gated portico on the ground floor. The rusty gate is slightly ajar. Beside it, the houses are either abandoned, with their windows and doors boarded up.
At the mention of a monster, Mograine will draw a morning star and shield.
What kind of monster?
The girl will shake her head, and the boy clutches the doll tighter. I haven't seen what it is, but we've heard it. It howls. And the boy, sniffling, wiping his nose. It comes from below, in the basement. That's where our parents keep it.
And where are your parents right now?
I don't know. I think they might be in the house still, but I don't want to go in there with the monster. And I won't make Thorn do it either. They might be trying to save the baby. It's on the 3rd floor.
Fellow compatriots, I feel as though we should help these two.
I agree, especially if there's somebody still in the house.
Oh,
Young ones, you said that the beast is locked in the basement, or it was last seen down there?
That's where the howls come from. And the boy nods. We don't know what it looks like, but it sounds fairly scary. Maybe it got out.
If there's another young one involved, I say we clear to the 3rd floor, rescue the child, make our way back down, deal with the beast.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
thanks, dog.
Not for that. So, you are able to make your way through the wrought iron gate. And it is a bit of a shriek when you push the gate all the way open. You notice oil lamps hang from the portico ceilings by chains. There's a set of oaken doors that you're able to push open for the house. And let's add each of you to the map. Alright, so you should now be able to see your tokens on our map for the first floor. When you enter in to the foyer, it is quite grand. There is on the southern wall a emblazoned coat of arms upon a shield. You see a very stylized golden windmill overtop a red field. It is flanked by framed portraits of stony face aristocrats. There are mahogany framed double doors that lead from the foyer to what looks to be the hall beyond it. It is set with panes of stained glass. Do you press forward into the main hall?
Yes.
So as you enter into that main hall, you of course see a black marble fireplace. It's at the western side of the room. There is a sweeping red marble staircase across from it. Upon the wall above the fireplace, you see a longsword mounted. The windmill cameo worked into the hilt. There are images of vines, flowers, nymphs, and satyrs sculpted into the wood-paneled walls. And you would notice, of course, a few doors leading from this area and the stairwell. Where do you wish to go?
I know we intended to go to the third floor. Do we wish to clear this area first, and then make our way up, or do we intend to rush to the third?
So it would be best if we cleared here. That way we can deal with any unwanted guests, if there are any.
That is wise.
So, someone won't come up behind us later.
Since I'm already by this door right here, I might as well open and see what's inside.
As you open that door, you see an oak-paneled room. It looks like a hunter's den. Another fireplace is here, and mounted above it, a stag's head. Around this room, on the outskirts, are 3 stuffed wolves. There are 2 padded chairs draped in animal furs facing the herd. There's an oak table between them that supports a cask of wine. There are 2 carved wooden goblets, a pipe rack, a candelabrum. The chandelier hangs above a cloth-covered table that is surrounded by 4 chairs. You see 2 cabinets against the walls. One has a lock, the one on the eastern side, and one on the north.
Faye, have we noticed any steps going down yet?
No, you have not.
Interesting. Okay.
But to be fair, you've only opened 3 rooms, the foyer, the main hall, and this one. Could be
Fair
other
enough.
areas.
This family seems to have done well for themselves.
And they were quite accomplished.
I go and look at one of the wolves.
Yeah, for sure. It. Go ahead, give me a nature roll.
Oh goodness, let's see. That's an 8. It's a wolf.
It does, in fact, appear to be a wolf. Probably took a skilled hunter to take it down.
And you said this thing over here, it was locked?
Yes. The there is a cabinet to the, why does it say east? That is west. Unless there's another cabinet that I don't know.
Yeah, you said on the south side, and that's
There's a north one that is unlocked, and then there's a one on the east. Unless.
I'm missing something.
Oh,
Do we
okay,
have
no. We've got a compass. Let me just reveal it real quick. So
Oh yeah, that would help.
the one that is next to Jinx is the north one. So let me just. Stream won't be able to see it, but our players will.
Show me a compass.
It would help if I unreveal and not cover.
Ah, yes. It's very good.
I know how maps work.
Earth is to the left for the stream benefit.
Oh, interesting that you also uncovered the name.
Yeah, I think it's appropriate. You guys already knew what it was. I told you in session 0.
Well, okay.
But yes, so the one to the east, up is locked, and the one to the north is unlocked.
Search the unlocked one.
So the unlocked one has a small box in it, and an assortment of wine glasses.
It's just a small box.
Yeah, would you like to open the box?
Sure.
All right, there's a deck of playing cards in there.
Interesting.
Not much of a card player myself.
As you opened one cabinet, there's another still closed. And more secrets this house can uncover. We have our first ad break coming up here. So hang out with us. We'll be right back to continue along with our story. Before we head out, I do ask that you let the ads run. They help us out a ton here at Wildwitch RP. If If you'd like to directly support us, you can make donations at my Ko-fi. Link for that is on screen and in our chat room. Donations unlock awesome perks for the entire community, benefiting everyone who play with us for the next month, including special companions, double treasure, double XP. So stick around, and we'll see you guys very soon. we're back. You've found your way into this den, it seems, and opened up one of the cabinets. What would you like to do now?
Hey. Well, we open one of the cabinets. Let's see what's in it.
It was the wine glasses and the deck of cards.
No, that's right.
Yep.
We still got that other one.
It is locked. Keep in mind that this is the belongings of somebody else.
Tools that could help.
Not stealing if you don't take it.
That is true.
Jinx, would you like to try and unlock the...
I would. Very much so. I'm dying to open this cabinet.
Alright. Give me a dexterity check, to unlock the thieves, with your thieves tools. So you can add proficiency if you are proficient with them.
I am. This will be plus. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that's a 10. That's a
Un
10. That was a very bad roll.
Unfortunately, a 10 is not enough to open this lock.
It might be a little late. Can I offer guidance?
I mean, sure. You know, it's our first episode.
Oh, wait. There is something wrong in my spell books because I have light twice. I'm gonna fix that real quick.
Okay, no worries.
But I will take guidance in place of one of those.
Sounds good.
A D4.
1d4, I believe, yes.
14.
Unfortunately, a 14 is not enough to unlock. But you get
Is
close.
my first roll of the campaign. Can I cash in my heroic inspiration?
Why not?
I don't want to look uncool in front of my new friend. So I'm gonna do that because this is a super important role, guys. It's super important that I get this cabinet open. Okay, not great. It's a 12.
Plus
You
the...
still have
Do I
guidance.
add guidance
Yeah,
again?
we'll add the 4 again, so it'll be a total of 16. Uh,
Okay.
so as you're struggling here, but you feel the magic of Father Kilgore and your own determination, the lock will open. And you see, inside of this cabinet, a collection of weapons. There is a heavy crossbow, a light crossbow, and a hand crossbow, and 3 quivers with 20 bolts each.
Weapons in here.
Well, this was a hunting room of sorts. It might be where they keep their gear.
The track. It's locked, probably, because there's kids running around.
Perhaps we should relock it.
Does Jinx relock it?
Just Jinx relock it. I think he says okay and then is so distracted by something else that he just intends to and forgets.
Sounds good.
That what immediately when I see there's nothing of interest to me in this cabinet, my attention is immediately going to go to the rest of the room to see if anything at all looks interesting to me, like an antiquity or something that just looks kind of cool around the room.
There's not much here in this room, fortunately.
I don't think we're going to find anything else of interest in here.
Yes, perhaps we should move on.
Right. There are 4 other doors and the red marble staircase.
I suppose I'll go through this door here.
Okay. So entering in, you come to the. God damn it! Just had this. You come to the kitchen. You see that it's tidy here. The dishware, the cookware, the utensils—they're all placed nicely on the shelves. The work table has a cutting board and a rolling pin. There is a stone dome-shaped oven on the eastern wall. The bent iron stovepipe connects to the hole in a ceiling. In the ceiling, not a ceiling.
Got it.
You see that there is a thin door behind the stove and a little to the left. That you can investigate if you so wish.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll go for it.
You see a pantry that is filled with fresh food.
Fresh food. I will again leave this be for now. It's good to remember.
You would notice on the southwest corner of the room, there is a small door, a dumbwaiter.
Oh. Ah, okay. Uh, safe to assume that's just what that is. I'm good to leave that as it is.
Okay.
I'll open up this small little room right here.
Yeah, you see a cloakroom. There are several black cloaks that hang from the hooks in the walls, and a top hat on the high shelf.
Looks like this is their coat room.
I'll open the door that's in front of me.
You see a dining room. The centerpiece of the wood-paneled room is a lovely carved mahogany table. It is surrounded by 8 high-backed chairs with sculpted armrests and cushioned seats. Above is a crystal chandelier. The table is covered with resplendent silverware and crystalware. It's polished to a dazzling shine. Mounted above the marble fireplace is a mahogany-framed painting of an alpine vale. You see the paneling here is carved, but this time with elegant images of deer among the trees. There are red silk drapes that cover the windows, and a tapestry depicting hunting dogs and horse-mounted aristocrats chasing after a wolf hangs from an iron rod bolted to the south wall.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
I don't know if this is the right roll to make, but can I roll an insight check just on the house? Like, does it look lived in? Like, there's supposed to be small children running around this place, but everything seems to be in like pristine condition, like a show home. So, like, can I take a reading on just the theme
Yeah, go ahead.
lived in?
Roll for me a I'll say an insight check works.
19.
I mean, It does, in a sense. There is the fact that this place is clean, when the rest of the town, as you walked through, seems boarded up and abandoned. Perhaps it is a stricter household, as it does seem very in its place everywhere. And Father Kilgore would be able to give the extra information of the fresh food as well.
I think that somebody's setting up for a dinner or something.
We find it does it look like the table's being set for a dinner, or that it is regularly set and this is just how they leave it for presentation?
It is currently fully set. There's crystalware, silverware, all on the table. You don't know if it is in any sort of special preparation, but it is currently well set up.
Okay. Very well.
But besides this, there doesn't seem to be much else on the ground floor. Do you do anything else on the first floor, or do you ascend?
It's time to ascend.
And let's reveal our second floor. Taking the red marble stairway up, the area is, again, very clean here. You see unlit oil lamps mounted on the walls of this elegant hall. Above the mantelpiece is this wood-framed portrait of the family here. You see the young girl and boy, and they are smiling, joined by their parents, and cradled in the father's arms, a swaddled baby. Though you would notice the painting mother, there is the hint of scorn as it regards the swaddled child. There are suits of armor flanking the wooden doors to the east and west walls. You see that each suit clutches a spear, has a visored helm that is shaped like a wolf's head. The doors are carved with dancing youths, and the red marble staircase continues upwards, and there is a cold draft that you can feel coming down the steps.
We will begin to make a move to check this room.
All right. So as you step into the western room, right? Down.
Yeah, down, yeah, west. West. I thought you said west.
East, I thought you said east. Alright, that's going to be that floor. I know. Right. As you enter to the western room, you see gossamer drapes over the windows of a very elegant appointed hall. There is a brass-plated chandelier that hangs from the ceiling, upholstered chairs on the walls, stained glass wall hangings depicting beautiful men, women, children, all singing and playing instruments. A harpsichord with a bench rests in the northwest corner. Near the fireplace, a large standing harp. Alabaster figurines of well-dressed dancers adorn the mantelpiece. What do you do?
Kilgore will take a moment to bask in this room as he feels the presence of his ladyship in this house or in this room in general.
Does anyone else do anything in this room?
Make another check to see if I see anything interesting.
Yeah, for sure. Give me either an investigation or perception check.
Can I join in that perception?
You can. Closer inspections from Father Kilgore, from Balin, and from Jinx will reveal to you the figurines on the mantelpiece. They are well-dressed dancers, but this closer inspection shows that several of them, are skeletons, dressed and dancing.
Maybe.
That's a little odd, though I have seen weirder.
Doesn't seem to fit the aesthetic.
While my lord cares not for how we progress on, I dare say that this house might have some things wrong with it.
There doesn't seem to be much else left in the conservatory.
Shall we continue our explorations, friends?
Do you?
As you approach the doors here and cross into the next room, you see red velvet drapes cover the windows here. There is an exquisite mahogany desk, a matching high-back chair that face the entrance, as well as the fireplace tilted in a way. You see above the fireplace hangs a framed picture of a windmill perched atop a rocky crag. And situated in the corners, in some of the corners, of the room are two overstuffed chairs. There are floor-to-ceiling bookshelves that line the southern wall, and a rolling wooden ladder allows one to move to easily reach the high shelves.
Can Kilgore just peruse the books they have on offer here?
Um, and as you peruse um, some of the books here, there is easily hundreds of tomes. They cover a whole range of topics. Some are quite obviously history, warfare, alchemy. Um, some look to be poetry and fiction. There's a whole wealth of knowledge on these shelves.
Any on the Feywild?
What was that, Jinx?
Is there any on the Feywild?
See any on the Feywild?
Why don't we get investigation rolls?
That's a 4.
I didn't change my dice for this.
Twinsies.
You do not see anything that has it being to the Feywild.
When Jinx saw all the books, like, he perked right up, and then upon being unsuccessful in his pursuit, he kind of deflates a little bit. His ears kind of flatten a little bit in disappointment.
While they're checking out the books, Valen will see if there's anything of interest on the desk.
So, as you're looking over the desk, you would see several items that rest atop it. There is an oil lamp, a jar of ink, a quill pen, a tinderbox, a letter kit with a red wax candle, 4 blank sheets of parchment, and a wooden seal bearing the family insignia, the windmill. And that's what you see on top of the shelf. Or, not on shelf, the desk. You search any of the drawers.
I would, yes.
It's empty, except for a single key made of iron.
Can I see anything in this room that the key would go to?
You do not see a immediate area, but you could look for it.
You know, right before I look for it, I'll take the key from the drawer.
Alright, you have the key. And I'll say, give me a perception check looking around. It's not a keyhole that you would notice, but you do spot what looks to be a fake book on one of the shelves.
I will. As I'm walking toward it, I think I found something over here. And I'll walk over to the fake book is.
It's fairly easy to look over. The book looks much like any other, but it is red in its cover and bears a blank spine. Where the others here have titles and information upon them.
A good eye, friend.
Dad,
We're looking this over for a second. I don't know if this will lead to anything, but we might as well try. And then I'll reach for the book and try and pull it.
As you reach for the book and you pull it, you hear a click and a door opens, revealing a secret entrance to a room, small and hidden. Specifically, this room, right here. You would notice that the door needs to be propped open or else it closes on its own.
Will it? Would it? With the way the door looks, would it look like it would take something super heavy to keep it open?
I wouldn't say super heavy. One of those chairs perhaps would be able to keep it open.
I
Sure.
pick up what you're putting down. Mogreen, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say I needed something to hold the door open.
Excellent. Mogreen will make a move to pick up one of these chairs.
All right. Unfortunately, it won't show in the map, but we know that you pick up the chair and put it in front of the door, which will allow you all to enter into the secret room. It contains...
Secret room.
It's a secret room!
A secret room.
Unfortunately, it's not a secret tunnel.
Through the bookcase.
Through the bookcase, with the hidden book maneuver. Oldest trick in the book. How many books can we shove into this sentence? Who knows?
Book 'em.
But yes, the secret room has bookshelves here. They are packed with tomes, and as you are looking over, there is a heavy wooden chest here, clawed iron feet. That's on the southern wall, with the lid half closed. Though you would see sticking out of the chest a skeleton in leather armor. Yeah. That's what you see so far.
I will bravely step in to check out what's going on in here.
Yeah, as you approach the skeleton and look around, you can tell that the skeleton, based on the sort of bone structure, was some sort of humanoid. And they triggered a trap. You can see 3 darts stuck in the armor and rib cage. And in the left hand, there is a letter bearing a seal. Looks to be official, but doesn't seem to be the same one that you had seen on the other letter.
Can I look at the floor and the walls and all that? Just give a general sweep to see. Let's make it easier on myself. Can I look at those darts and see which direction they came from?
They came from the chest.
Interesting. Okay, so the chest is the problem. I'm going to look and get the piece of paper in his hands.
All right. It is written in a flowing script, and it is a letter. And you can read where it says, "My most pathetic servant, I am not a messiah sent to you by the dark powers of this land. I have not come to lead you on a path to immortality. However many souls you have bled on your hidden altar, however many visitors you have tortured in your dungeon, know that you are not the ones who brought me to this beautiful land. You are but worms writhing in my earth. You say that you are cursed, your fortunes spent. You abandoned love for madness, took solace in the bosom of another woman, and sired a stillborn son, cursed by darkness. Of that I have no doubt. Save you from your wretchedness? I think not. I much prefer you as you are, your dread lord and master, Strahd von Zarovich."
I will come back out briefly and hand this piece of paper to my friends and say, uh, this individual met a very cruel end, it seems. Uh, One way or another. Uh, this is what they had in their hand. Seems pretty grim. This Strahd individual might be a problem.
You,
Right.
after kind of like reading the letter over, you would hear sarcastically, he seems like a chum.
Mograine will make his way back into the room. What are on these side walls to me again?
Bookshelves.
More bookshelves. Okay, what's on these bookshelves?
As you kind of grab some of the books and flick through them, they are tomes that are filled with fiend summoning rituals and necromantic rituals, and it seems to belong to a cult called Priests of Ozibus.
I found their private reading selection. It is full of dark magics. Is it dark back here? Or
Yes.
all right, cool. You know, I'm gonna do myself a solid. I'm gonna just cast light so I can see what's going on back here.
Light fills the area, showing the cobwebs and the skeleton and the whole secret room here.
Excellent. The next move I'm going to make is to stand off to the side of the chest and try to open it up and see what happens.
As you reach for the chest and you go to open it, the hinges creak as it opens easily.
Take a second to see what happens.
Nothing.
Is there anything in the chest?
Yeah. There's 3 books with black leather covers, spell scrolls, 3 of them. Another scroll looks to be a deed. As you look over it, there's a deed to the house, a deed to a windmill, a will. You see that the will is signed by Gustav and Elizabeth Durst, bequeaths the house, the windmill, and all other family to Rosavalda and Thornbolt Durst in the event of their parents' death. Perhaps that is the name of the family here.
The Durst family. Can I take a look at what's up with those books?
They are empty.
I don't believe you. Can I take a look and see what's up with the spell scrolls?
Yeah, you've got 3 spell scrolls. One for bless, one for protection from poison, and one for spiritual weapon.
And what's up with that last scroll?
The other scrolls were the deed to the house, the deed to the windmill, and the signed will.
Okay. Got it. What's up with this windmill? Can I look more into that?
Um, yeah, it's as you look over the details of the windmill, it seems to be near some place in the mountains. It references a area called Valaki. Fortunately, you are unfamiliar with these lands.
Yeah. Okay. Can I take these books and bring them into the main room? And are my companion? Is this a table? Is this a shelf?
Uh, where are you standing?
The
That is a shelf.
Okay, so I'm gonna come around to the mahogany table then,
Yep.
and I'm gonna spread these books out and say these were in the chest. They seem the most important. There's some deeds and spell scrolls of other varieties. Uh, Nothing of major interest that I think we need to take. But these, for some reason, stand out to me. I don't know what's up with them. I find them strange.
I look at them.
Please.
You have 3 blank books ready to be filled.
Can I tell what they're bound with?
Yeah, black leather.
Just straight up. What's okay?
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be made of human skin.
No, okay, I wasn't going for that, but if there
No.
was anything like wooey woo going on with them.
They're just black leather books filled with blank sheets of paper.
Okay.
Jinx leans in close to one of them and whispers, "Reveal your secret."
As you whisper to the books, nothing happens.
No.
No, these just look empty.
Very well. Perhaps it's my superstitions. Shall we collect them and put them back in and carry on?
Yeah, I don't have any use for them.
All right. Pilgrim will roll that.
All right, you can put the books back.
Then we have one more room to check out on this floor.
Yeah, as you
Bogow.
make your way here, it is a undecorated bedroom. You see a pair of beds. The mattresses are stuffed with straw. At the foot of each bed, a footlocker. Quick checking shows that they're empty. But you would notice that there is a closet here, and peeking in, there are very tidy servants' uniforms that hang from the hooks. You would also notice the dumbwaiter is connected to this room.
Interesting.
These beds look like they're for the 2 children.
Based
A
off
small
of
bed.
they're not like children-sized beds. They are small, but based off of the closet, this is likely a servant's room.
It seems this floor is cleared, if not a little more morbid than the last. Shall we head to the top floor?
Or
Or rather the next, I suppose.
Yeah, let's continue going up. So, give me but a moment to reveal. The third floor.
Now we're going over here.
So, as
That's
you...
a sick rug.
Jinx is gonna be so upset when we get to that room. Oh.
You make your way to the third floor. And as you climb the red marble staircase, you come to a balcony unlike the rest of the rooms you have seen so far. Here it is dusty. As you see the space here, there is this black plate armor stand against one wall. It is draped in cobwebs. Before you can really take in the rest of the space around you, the armor moves, grabs its weapons, and attacks. We're rolling initiative, please.
Let's go!
You guys get to see the initiative tracker! Oh, it's gonna be so much fun.
Well, let's get that natural one out of the way now.
Are you a fan of the initiative tracker? Get in the comments, folks.
Alrighty, so that's going to be... Bam. Nope. That's not what I wanted. What are these rolls? Ooh. Damn.
Are they mid rolls? Are they east rolls? Are they... What are these rolls?
That is an unfortunate initiative. All around.
Are we all single digit?
Yeah. Jinx
Let's
is
go.
the highest. So, Jinx, you get to act first.
I got a natural one. How am I first?
You got a +3 modified.
Okay. Well, I stab it with my dagger.
Yeah, go for it.
That's a 23 to hit.
23 will hit the armor.
And I think I will get sneak attack on this because there's a friend of mine right next to it.
It does have an enemy distracting it.
That's a really unfortunate roll. That's 6 points of damage.
Oof. Anything else
And then-
from...
Dagger has the nick property, so I think I can make an offhand attack. as
Yeah,
well.
if you've got that weapon mastery.
It's a 24 to hit.
Alrighty.
And this one, I don't think this one adds my modifier.
It
I
does
think this
not.
is just an additional 1 point damage.
Beautiful. You can always
And
add
then,
as well on your equipment. If you select your dagger, you can see it at the bottom equip as offhand, so it'll do the auto roller there as well.
Oh, right. I forgot about that. I will do that now. Thank you. That's it for me.
Alrighty, and then Valen, you get to go next.
I'll try one of my new cantrips here. I'll try and hit it with a sorceress burst.
Okay.
I thought it was a 10 sound.
10 is going to miss, unfortunately.
Back things.
Alright, anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Our armor is going to go. And it's going to take a swing of the sword. You can see the blade is dull. And that's going to be towards Jinx first. With an 18 to try and hit.
Yep.
For 3 points of bludgeoning damage. The second attempt is going to be at Father Kilgore. And will miss with a 10.
Okay.
And then with that, it is Kilgore's turn.
We are going to cast a holy word. And is this a undead fiend or fae?
I mean, technically they're all fake. No, because I'm running that.
Boo. Boo.
No, it is not Fey, Fiend, or Undead.
All right, cool. Well, all the same. Well, does a 7 hit?
Unfortunately, the 7 does not hit.
All right, well, that's gonna be my turn.
Alrighty.
Actually, I will move to better provide. I'm kind of in a weird spot overall, so I'm going to just better close this side over here.
Alright, for sure. With that, top of the round, Jinx, it is your turn.
I stab it again. It's a 13 hit.
The 13 misses, unfortunately.
Okay, I will attack with my offhand. And I miss again. One turn.
Valen, it's your turn.
Why don't we try this sorceress burst again? About a 14.
A 14, and it gets closer, but unfortunately is still a miss.
Can I burn my inspiration here?
You can use your heroic inspiration for a reroll here.
I'm gonna do that. How about a natural 20?
The nat 20 is going to hit.
Nice. Alright, so.
I think the way that we do nat 20s is going to affect the spell here real quick. Actually, let me look at that real quick.
That's true damage.
Yeah, because of the way that we do it where you get the max damage on one of your die rolls, you can roll the explosion. So, yeah, go ahead. Now, the explosion won't get the max roll like we do on the others, but it will prompt at least one explosion of your dice.
Alright, so just do a flat roll then?
Yeah, do the flat roll. Alright, so
Thanks
that's...
for just rolling ones tonight.
So base 9, but you do start another d8 because of the roll.
Alright, I'll roll that other d8. That's 3, so 12 total.
12 total. Whew. And what sort of damage are you doing?
Well, since it's a pseudo armor, I assume it's metal, so let's do lightning damage.
All right, lightning it is. Beautiful. As the lightning strikes the black plate armor here, you can see as it travels the entire outline, and for a moment there's this creak of the old armor, but it is still standing. Anything else from Valen?
That is it.
Alrighty. The animated armor is going to go, and it is still going to try and strike at Mograine and Jinx, but it moves a little more stiff from the damage that it has taken here. That is going to be a 7 to try and hit Mograine.
Nope.
And then that is an 8 to try and hit Jinx.
Nope.
And with that, Mograine, your turn comes.
Mograine is going to rattle the chains on his Morning Star and go for just a good swing on this.
Yeah, go for it.
Flat 10?
Unfortunately, the 10 is not enough to hit. Damn.
Okay.
Then with that, Jinx, it is your turn.
I cut across like this and close the flank.
You
with no
can.
green.
Yes.
All right. Oh, should have did that last time, but here we are. I will stab it with my dagger with advantage, and I still miss with a 13. So let's try an offhand. It's a 17.
17 will hit.
Hey, and I get some sneak attack on this one. So that's 1. That's 1 is 2 points of damage.
It's 2 more than it had before.
There we go.
And as Jinx, your turn finishes out here, it is Valen. Your go.
All right, feeling really good about myself after that last roll. I'm going to use a bonus action to activate my innate sorcery feature.
Hell yeah.
So all spell DCs increase by 1 and advantage on spell attack rolls, which I'm going to take advantage of, and I'll fire a firebolt at this thing. How about a 19?
19 most definitely hits.
Awesome. For 9 points of fire damage.
The armor here is barely holding itself together. You can hear the heavy creaks of metal. Anything else from Mograine? Or not Mograine, from Valen?
No, that's it.
Alrighty. Then it is going to come to our armor's turn. But we will see what our armor does on our after our upcoming ad break. So please hang out with us. We'll be right back to continue along with our story and our combat. Before we head out, I do ask that you let the ads run. They help us out a ton here at Little Witch RP. They help keep our games affordable. If you'd like to directly support us, you can make direct donations at my Ko-fi, link for that is on screen and in our chat room. Donations unlock awesome perks for the entire community, benefiting all of our players for the next month. We've got a full list of what you can unlock on our Discord, so check us out there. And we will be back very soon. As we return, it is in the middle of combat, and it is our animated armor's turn. It has taken a heavy amount of damage, and it is going to turn and try and strike at Jinx. The first attempt is a 14 to hit. And the second attempt is a 7. And with that, it is the end of its turn. Mograine, we will come to you. You are in a flank. You benefit from that. You can make your melee attack rolls at advantage.
Which is what we will do for a 22 to hit.
A 22 will hit.
For a total of 7 damage.
Would you like to paint a picture of how you take down the armor?
Absolutely. So instead of swinging the Morning Star here, just for flavor's sake, Mograine's going to take his shield hand and call out "Fall!" and just strike right where the helmet meets the chest plate,
Mm-hmm.
and decapitate this armor with his shield, and a punch through.
And the armor falls to the ground. It lays still there, and you're able to catch your breaths.
Is everyone okay?
I'm good back here.
We fine.
Are you sure I can tend to your wounds?
I'm okay at the moment.
Very well.
Now that the threat has passed, and you're able to look around the balcony further, you would notice oil lamps mounted on the oak paneled walls. Again, the panels are carved. The carvings this time are woodland scenes of trees, falling leaves, and tiny critters.
Hey, real quick.
Yeah.
This armor, is it full plate?
Uh. Do. It. I would say, that yes, it is full plate, but it is damaged and not fitted to you. So you
Very
will
well.
have to find a blacksmith if you would want to get it back to its best condition.
For now, I will leave it where it is. And come back to it if need be.
Sounds good.
In that case, let us begin looking at this 2-bed, 1-bath, because pretty much that's what this is. Go. Do you guys want to hit the room underneath us?
Sure, I open the door.
Sure. Yeah, you open the door, and what you see in front of you is dust and cobwebs. They shroud this elegantly appointed bedroom. As you step into the area, you would notice a double set of doors with panes of stained glass. You can pull them open to reveal a balcony. It looks over the front of the house. The bedroom here contains a large bed, two end tables, an empty wardrobe. Mounted on the wall next to the wardrobe, a full-length mirror. It has an ornate wooden frame. It's carved to look like ivy and berries. Do you enter the side room here?
There's the side room.
Where's my pointer? This room.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent. As you open the side door, you see a woman appear suddenly. She is skeletally thin, young, terrified, and as soon as she's there, she lashes out. We're gonna roll initiatives again.
There we go. There's
You
some
better
initiative
initiative.
rolls. Now we're all in the double digits.
The first fight was just you guys warming up. Oh, I should probably ended that combat. Now, create the new combat. Alrighty. So, Valen, first to act here. What would you like to do?
Appeared out of nowhere. So since I opened the door, am I right next to it?
Yeah, I would say so. So, we'll just scooch you right there.
Okay. Alright. Being a sorcerer, I really don't like being up close, so we're just gonna not quite do a full disengage, but take the disengage action. I'm gonna move away from this thing.
Yeah, easily
Right.
done.
Back there.
As you disengage and move back, it is going to then come to the Spectre's turn, and it is going to lash out. She will go for... she's gonna go for Mograine nearby.
Very well.
That is a 12 to try and hit Mograine.
That will not hit.
So as her spectral visage tries to strike, you feel a brief moment as her hand passes through, but not enough to really do any damage. Jinx, it is your turn.
Hey.
She's moved up.
Oh darn, she moved. Damn it. Okay. Well, I guess I'm good. Well, I'm in a flank. So
You are in
I
a
guess
flank.
I'll stab with advantage. Yeah, that was her first mistake. But that's an 8 hit, so I don't think that's gonna hit.
That does unfortunately miss.
And I will do an offhand attack. With a 16 hit.
The 16 will hit.
Cool. And I will get some sneak attack. I sure would be great if I could roll more than one. Okay, that's 7 points.
And there is
Of
an unfortunate discovery here that the Spectre is resistant to non-magical damage.
Awesome.
But it takes damage. With that,
That's it.
Mogre, it is your turn. You are in a flank.
We will strike out again with a holy word. That's only on melee attacks that it affects, right?
Let me double check. The flank is only going to affect the melee.
Okay. So in that case, I'll just roll this holy word for a nat 1.
That is unfortunate.
That's one way to put it.
Man, could you imagine rolling a natural 1 on a spell and failing? Like, and losing spell casting? Like, that would be pretty brutal.
What?
I'm
What
just
are you trying to
not
say?
saying nothing. I'm just thinking out loud. Next in our initiative is going to be... Well, do you do anything with your bonus action?
No.
Valen, it's your turn.
Spellcaster will fire off a firebolt. How about a natural 20?
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Do I have one of those?
Maybe if you
That
ask the
will
dice
be
nicely.
for 14 points of fire damage.
Another unfortunate discovery. Our Spectre is resistant to fire damage as well. But hey, that's still 7 points of damage.
Knowledge for the future.
It is our Spectre's turn. And this turn, she will face Jinx and is going to attempt a attack at Jinx. Where's my dice roller? Just had it open. Okay, there it is. That is a 13 to try and hit Jinx.
That misses.
And that is the end of her turn, meaning Jinx, it is your go. You are still in a flank.
Alright. Stab. Stab with my dagger. It's a 1 and a 2. Neither one of those hits. So let's try my offhand. That's a 17.
17
I think
will
that
hit.
is
Yep.
cool. Well, at least I didn't roll a 1 this time. I rolled 2 2s instead, so that's 4, but really 2 points of damage.
We're getting better though. It's more than what you did last time.
Yeah, in 6 rounds, I might deal half decent damage.
So, with the end of Jinx's turn, we come back to Mograine. You are still in this flank. What would you like to do?
I'm going to cast a guiding bolt.
Alright, now because you are in melee, casting a ranged spell would be at disadvantage.
Can I back up 5 feet and then cast it through the doorway?
Yeah.
Excellent. I will do that. How's a 23 to hit?
That will hit.
For 13 radiant damage.
Would you like to describe what the radiant damage looks like as it burns away the spirit?
It's just pure. Kind of how whenever you see the surface of a sun, how it's got those black spots in there, and it looks almost like lava or magma in a way. It's that color and style of radiant.
And as the burst of energy strikes against the ephemeral silhouette of the woman, she dissipates. And the room is still and quiet.
Does anybody require a hand now?
Same as before.
Very well. Let's see what this woman was defending.
The space here looks to be a nursery. There's a crib that is covered with a hanging black shroud.
The children did say there was a baby up here.
As you pull the shroud away, you notice in the crib a tightly wrapped bundle lying there.
Do we see it moving at all, or no?
Just a tightly wrapped bundle.
Didn't a note say there was a stillborn?
The letter did
No.
mention a stillborn.
As much as I want to
This is
find
just
out what it is, I'm not
mm,
going anywhere near that thing.
this is just peeking in the room, but he's not going in.
Yeah, no. Besides the crib and the spectral woman, doesn't seem to be much else in this room. Well, the specter's no longer there, but
Anything in this cat wardrobe?
no, the wardrobe is empty.
You guys find anything in that other room?
There's a crib with a tightly wrapped bundle in it, but I decided not to pick it up. I don't know about the father, though.
Nothing of note.
Bless you.
Thank you. All right, we're good.
Can you continue your search?
Is there anything else you wish to do in this room before you continue your search? Look at the engravings on the walls.
Engravings could be fun. Tell me more about that.
Yeah, much like most of the other wooden paneling here, there are engravings. They are not much in the actual engravings of this room, but on the mirror. Um, if you'd like, you can roll for me a perception check to take a closer look at those engravings.
There's a big 9 doing for me.
With a 9, you'd notice that amongst the berries in the engravings, there are eyeballs.
Are they following us, or are they just kind of in there?
No, they're just carved in there. They don't seem to follow you.
Yeah, okay, cool.
But imagine if they did.
Yeah, that's kind of spooky if they did.
They don't.
Happy Halloween. Yeah. Uh, all right, what's in this room right next to me?
The room next to you looks to be just some sort of storage room. There's dusty shelves, though a few of them have folded bed sheets, blankets, old bars of soap. And at the far wall, there is a cobweb-covered broom.
Oh, that room's uninteresting to Mograine. I'll leave the door open for our crew to see if anyone is interested in that. But
Moving up to the next room, or where are you going?
what about right here?
That is the bathroom. It's dark in here, and it contains a wooden tub with clawed feet. There's a small iron stove with a kettle resting atop it, and a barrel under a spigot at the eastern wall. There is a cistern on the roof that you can kind of peer at from the window with a pipe that likely connects to the spigot.
Heard. All right. Shall we check this last room?
Mm-hmm.
The last room is the master suite. The double doors that lead to this room have dusty panes of stained glass that are set into them. The designs resemble windmills. As you cross the threshold, the master bedroom is filled with dust and cobwebs. There are burgundy drapes covering the windows. The furnishings here: a four-poster bed with embroidered curtains and tattered gossamer veils, a matching pair of wardrobes, a vanity with wood-framed mirror and jewelry box, and a padded chair. A rotting tiger skin rug lies on the floor in front of a fireplace. It has a dust-covered portrait of Gustave and Elizabeth Durst hanging above it. There is a web-filled parlor to the southwest corner. Peeking in, you see that it has a table and two chairs, and on the dusty tablecloth, a porcelain bowl, empty, and a matching jug. There is a door that faces the foot of the bed, with a full-length mirror mounted on it, and a door in the parlor that seems to lead to a balcony.
When Jinx notices the decor, he falls to his knees and goes, "Dave!"
You knew this creature.
He stands back up. He's like, "Nah, I don't know that guy."
Very well.
We'll look at what's behind this door right here.
Yeah, it's a empty closet. Dust choked, though. As you open fresh air to it, it swirls out into your face, causing you to cough a bit.
Dusty but empty.
Oh, and the dumbwaiter is also here, in the parlor.
see what's up with this dumbwaiter.
There is a button next to the dumbwaiter.
Ah,
Do you press the button?
no. Can I tell what floor it's on?
Uh, yeah, you saw the dumbwaiter at the kitchen.
It was guaranteed at the kitchen.
It was guaranteed at the kitchen. There is the uh, hand pull system to perhaps retrieve the dumbwaiter.
All right, Faye. I'll play your little games here. I'll push the button on the dumbwaiter.
As you press the button, you hear the sound of a bell echoing down, probably in the kitchen.
I will raise the dumbwaiter by hand.
As you feel the rope and chain as it works.
Do I feel weight on it as I pull it? Like serious weight or anything?
I mean, you feel the weight of the dumbwaiter.
Okay.
So you continue pulling it up. It arrives. And there's nothing in it. It's just the dumbwaiter.
Don't Chekhov's gun me a dumbwaiter with nothing in it.
I did consider putting something in it at the last moment. I will 100% say that. But I feel like it's better by not having something in there.
The most brutal gift of all. Nothing.
Yeah.
All right, what's in this room here?
It's nothing. It's what Valen had talked about. It's just dust.
Ah. Okay, cool. Well then.
Anything noteworthy on this desk?
On the vanity, there is a jewelry box. It is made of silver with gold filigree. Opening it, there are 3 gold rings and a thin platinum necklace with a topaz pendant.
I try and like sneak that into my bag.
Yeah, sleight of hand.
Just the jewelry, not the box, just the jewelry. It's a 19.
You slide it in and none the wiser.
That was 3 gold rings and a platinum
Necklace with a topaz
necklace
pendant.
with the topaz.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, friends, I believe we've cleared the 3 floors. The only thing I could see left is the basement.
You've still not found any sign of stairs going down.
Interesting.
And you would recall from standing outside, it looked like there may have been an attic to this space that you also have not found.
Ah. Did we see like a doorway in the compass? The west ward room?
You did not, but you also were just
Okay.
kind of taking a brief glance around. Would you like to go back and give a more in-depth look?
You know, if there's an attic and we can't find anything in this room. Yeah. Let's make a go at it.
Okay. I'll say go
Think
ahead
that's
as you
acceptable.
return to that space. Anyone who wants to make another perception or perhaps an investigation roll is welcome to do so.
Oh,
Oh, great. Jinx. You missed it before. But it is hidden by the mirror. You see, there is a secret door behind the full-length mirror.
Oh, hey.
Opening it, it pushes inward. There is a cobwebbed space filled, but there is also a wooden staircase that leads up. Would you like to ascend? And if so, who would like to go first?
I'll take the lead on that.
Okay. So you ascend and as you come to the attic,
And we're
The-
going to bust in. Oh, sorry.
no, you're good.
Sorry, you have dialogue.
We do. You come to a bare hall. The stairs leading upwards, choked with dust and cobwebs. And there is a door barring your entrance. It is held shut with a heavy iron padlock.
Jinx, do you perhaps want to try taking this lock again?
Yeah, sure. We just
Excellent. Rogan
reach
will
on
shuffle out of the
in.
way and
All right.
Okay. So this is a dex check.
Dexterity check. You can add your proficiency.
My proficiency. That will be a 17.
The 17 is enough to unlock the padlock. So as you open the space here, you are free to move through the attic. Where do you wish to go? Oh, wait. Oh, we'll say that you continued to unlock it, but, however, the area that you unlock, is, I was getting ahead of myself, is this is the space that is unlocked. This place you're able to get in easily, but that's the padlock. So,
Is that what that dot is?
yeah, the dot is the lock.
Okay.
So,
I guess I'd be standing over here.
yep. So, the door's unlocked. It is not open yet, but it can be opened easily. Now. But you can also investigate the other areas first. Up to you.
Well, I got this one open. Oh, unlocked. Anyone want
Shall
the
we?
honors?
I'll take point on it. And Mograine will bust in the door.
The room contains a bricked up window. It's flanked by two dusty wood-framed beds, sized for children. Closer to the door, a toy chest with windmills painted on its sides, and a dollhouse. It's a perfect replica of the dreary edifice of which you now stand. The furnishings are draped in cobwebs, and lying in the middle are two small skeletons wearing tattered but familiar clothing. The smaller of the two cradles a stuffed doll that you also recognize.
This is concerning.
Please don't tell me those skeletons belong to who I think they belong to.
Fortunately, I believe they do.
This is very concerning.
Mograine will turn his attention to the dollhouse. He's going to kind of inspect and exhibit what's going on with it.
As you inspect the dollhouse and interact with it, Valen and Jinx, you are the first to notice them. Children appear suddenly. Their attention is on Mograine. And the woman, the young girl, Rosavalda, you recall from the will. You shouldn't touch our toys.
Mograine will stop his hand.
I'll point to the skeletons on the floor. I'll ask, are those you?
Thornbolt, or Thorn as you heard Rose call him, nods.
Does that mean you know what has become of your family?
We know that we're dead, Rose will say. We were locked here to protect us from the monster in the basement. And then we got really hungry. And that's all she says.
I'm sorry. What happened to you?
Well, you're here now. You won't leave, right? You won't be alone anymore?
I thought you wanted us to take care of the monster in the basement.
We've not seen you before.
Fortunately, we have other matters to attend to. We cannot stop here. We're happy to carry out our promise and deal with whatever instances or happenings are tying you to this house, but we cannot stay here.
Jinx will look at Mograine and I'll say, perhaps, is there some way where we can help them find peace?
Perhaps, but as of right now, nothing in my hands can do that.
We can't take care of that monster in the basement.
Is there anything else we can do for the two of you in the meantime to ease things?
We won't stay here. Can we come with you?
Yes, I have no issues or regards with that.
As long as you stay behind us, that's not an issue.
Mograine, Valen, can I get charisma saving throws?
13.
19.
The ghosts of the children stand in front of you, and as you welcome them to join alongside you, they rush at both of you. You feel them as they meld in and try to possess you. But you're able to maintain your wills, your body, though you still have an unfamiliar travel companion. And while you've won the battle of the body, the two of you will experience, for the time being, some extra situations. I will be messaging our Mograine and Valen pairs, but Jinx, you would have witnessed this as they disappeared into the bodies of your companions.
Ah, you guys okay? Are you guys still you?
I have my wits and my mind about me, yes.
As far as I know, don't feel any different.
Insight check. I believe them.
Hold on. Just one moment.
Okay.
Okay. So, Jinx, what did you roll for an insight? Or did you just ask?
I didn't yet. I can I? I just want to see if I believe them.
Yeah, I'll say you can roll for an insight. It'll be up to them to discern what you would.
Will I get a 17?
Okay, Valen. What would a 17 reveal to Jinx?
The end result was a total of the carnage.
Do you feel fine? Are you still you?
Like they should have could not figure out how she got it. So it was like a narrow and sweet. Yeah. She's not a small person.
I will.
Would Jinx be?
Oh.
I was gonna ask. Would Jinx be giving off like a certain look uh, while doing this insight check? Maybe a way to play into it.
I look very attentive, like I'm giving you a searching look.
The 17, I would say, you get the slight hint of a worried look. Why are you looking at me like that?
Small, small translucent child just kind of. Did you not see it? Just kind of absorbed into you.
I think we all saw it, but I feel fine.
Okay.
I will say to our two now hosts of children, you can still talk to the spirits, the two of you at least. Jinx, you can try and reach them, but there's no guarantee that you will get an answer. If you want to try and access some information from them.
So he was. By the end of it, he covered a lot of area. Even though he was standing still, he still covered a lot.
Right. Well, may I inspect the dollhouse to see if I can gain some insights into your home?
You feel there is displeasure, but an allowance from Rose inside of you.
I will begin to layer by layer set it up similar to how we have it presented to us.
You would notice it is already done so. Roll for me perception check. You would notice the same secret entrance that you had entered in from the nursemaid's room and others that are around here. Which would reveal to you, also, Mowgray, a set of hidden stairs here in the attic. Stairs that, as you follow on the dollhouse, lead to a space beyond where you can see. Maybe the basement where the monster is.
And I'll point to this hidden stairwell and be like, this is what we are looking for.
Are hidden stairs, which you had seen on the dollhouse. I can point out. Be right there.
Yep.
You'll have to enter into the western room beneath it to reach them, but you know how to get there. What do you do with this information? Do you search the rest of the attic? Or do you make your
I
way
feel as
down?
though we've been sweeping every floor we've been on. I think it'd be wise to finish the rest of this floor before carrying on.
There may be more rooms and more secrets to learn. But there is only so much time in our session. We will have to continue your search next episode. But I would like to say congratulations. Because by finding the secret stairs, you reach level 2.
Oh,
So, thank you to our players for playing. I hope you enjoyed the first session. Thank you to our viewers for viewing. I hope you guys enjoyed as well. I'll see you all in our next stream. Until then, head over to worldwitch.com. Check us out there. Join us in our Discord if you'd like to jump in a game yourself, or just keep up to date with all of our announcements. Follow us on Twitch to catch all of our live streams. Head over to YouTube to catch our VODs. I'll see you guys. Until then.